Welcome to the Evo Code. I'm Dr. Tom Schiller, and today's talk is for doctors. Half of what you learn in medical school will be outdated in 10 years. The problem is, we don't know which half. That's a quotation from Dr. Sidney Burwell, Dean of Harvard Medical School in 1956. Medicine has always advanced by reframing how we define health and disease. A century ago, we learned to identify pathogens and kill them. Health meant the absence of infection. By mid-century, we shifted to managing risk factors: cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar. Health became the absence of abnormal labs. But we are now facing epidemics of chronic illness, obesity, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, neurodegeneration, autoimmune disorders, despite unprecedented medical knowledge. Maybe it's time to evolve our framework again. Consider this paradigm shift. Health is located at the subcellular level. True health is not the absence of disease, it's the presence of efficient cellular energy production. The mitochondrion sits at the center of this definition. Mitochondria are not just the powerhouses of the cell, they are dynamic signaling organelles that control oxidative stress, apoptosis, inflammation, and immune activation. When mitochondria are damaged, the earliest signs appear as insulin resistance, fatigue, and metabolic inflexibility, long before organ failure or overt disease. Modern medicine, however, remains organized in silos: cardiology, endocrinology, neurology, each with separate risk factors and biomarkers. Yet the overlap between these risk factors is striking. Insulin resistance, inflammation, and oxidative stress appear across nearly every chronic illness. This is not coincidence, it's a unifying pattern. The shared denominator? It's mitochondrial dysfunction. Historically, our evidence base has been built on observational studies, useful for identifying associations, but inherently unable to prove causation. True cause and effect requires randomized controlled trials and, equally important, physiologic understanding. Unfortunately, most modern management still targets downstream correlations rather than upstream mechanisms. We now understand that metabolic syndrome has been solved mechanistically. The root is insulin resistance, a cellular inability to switch between fuel sources due to mitochondrial overload. That single process links obesity, hypertension, fatty liver, atherosclerosis, and type 2 diabetes. And we can measure metabolic health directly with simple clinical proxies. Fasting insulin, earliest and most sensitive indicator of metabolic strain. Triglyceride to HDL ratio, a metabolic fingerprint of insulin resistance. ALT, a window into liver mitochondrial stress. Uric acid, a marker of fructose metabolism and oxidative imbalance. These parameters give us real-time insight into cellular health, something glucose or A1C alone cannot do. When we reframe medicine around mitochondrial dysfunction, our therapeutic focus changes. Reducing refined carbohydrates and added sugars lowers insulin load and restores metabolic flexibility. Eliminating seed oils and oxidized polyunsaturated fats protects mitochondrial membranes from lipid peroxidation. Reintroducing nutrient-dense ancestral foods provides the micronutrients required for oxidative phosphorylation and redox balance. Structured fasting and circadian alignment enhance mitochondrial biogenesis and repair. This integrated model moves us from treating risk to restoring function, from managing disease to cultivating health at the level where it actually begins, the cell. The next quantum leap for medicine will not come from another receptor blocking drug or risk factor algorithm. It will come from restoring the human cell's ability to make energy efficiently and adapt to stress. Because health isn't the absence of disease, it's the presence of energy. And that energy lives at the subcellular level. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Dr. Tom Schiller with the Evo Code.